Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of JavaLavaCraft, and it's gonna be a good one, so buckle in, get excited, hit that like button if you're enjoying the series so far, and if you're brand new, make sure you subscribe, because everybody loves JavaLavaCraft, and there's gonna be a lot more content coming very soon, so be on the lookout for that. But let's go ahead and jump right into it today. So in the last episode, we talked about running out of some resources, and we talked about, I guess, getting some foxes and some other cool stuff. So if you missed it, make sure you check it out. So as you can see, we are in dire need of Blackstone to complete this project. It's going to be quite a massive grind, but that's okay. That's why we're here, doing what we do in the JavaLavaCraft world. And on the inner wall, we need a lot of redstone lamps. Like a lot. Like a million. Maybe. So how do we get our hands on redstone and blackstone? Well, let's start with redstone. There's a lot of different ways to get it. The ways that I know about are witch farm, but that's a lot of work. Or we could trade with villagers, also a lot of work and not worth it. And the other one would be to go get it ourselves from the ground, which is what we're going to do today. And there's a few ways to do that. We could create a massive redstone tunnel borer that will automatically destroy thousands and thousands of blocks deep underneath the surface of our Minecraft world, but we're not going to do that either because that's a lot of work. You know what else is a lot of work? Digging for 4 hours straight. Let's do it. You guys, I have done this quite a few times in my Minecraft life, and you know what? Every once in a while, it's nice to get back to the basics of Minecraft and do some mining. We found quite a few resources and dug out a massive amount of blocks. You can see right here we did find a skeleton spawner, finally. We don't really need it because we're producing a ridiculous amount of bone meal in our mega farm. But if we ever feel like messing around with that, we totally can, except for it is right down there at Y level 12. So yeah, we won't be able to kill them with fall damage, so that's a little unfortunate. But you know what? Probably not even gonna make one. As you guys can see here, we did a lot of work. It was about 4 hours, like I said. But that's okay. We have collected enough redstone for the time being. We'll probably need to come back down here and do it all over again, but I'm pretty happy with it. I am super excited to get started on this wall design in the next episode. Probably not this episode. And you know what? I hope you guys are excited as well. But it's time to head back up to the surface using our bubble elevator. These things are so much fun! So, welcome back to the storage hub, and we have collected quite a bit of stuff, and I'm excited to show that to you guys right now. We found a few bits of redstone, just a few, and we found a ton of iron and gold, which we don't need because we have an iron farm and a gold farm, but we also found some diamonds, that's right, and we have to break all of these down, but I'm gonna show you guys what we got. So check it out, pretty good haul. We got over a stack of diamonds and a ton of redstone. We also, I guess we're mining in a slime chunk because we got a couple stacks of slime. Unfortunately, we can't really do much with redstone in this form. So let's go ahead and build up a super tall tower and knock it all down with our fortune pick and see how much redstone dust we can get out of our little mining session. So there's a few ways you can do this. I like to just tower up. And once we're at the very top, we can go ahead and start to break some blocks and let all the redstone dust fall to the bottom for our collection. So it's always a strangely satisfying process, but you know what's even more satisfying? Doing the exact same thing with diamond ore. So after destroying all of the redstone ore and diamond ore, we have walked away with 16 blocks of diamonds and over 5.5 stacks of redstone blocks. So that is pretty good. pretty solid. I don't think it's going to be a million redstone lamps, but it will be enough for now. So now that we have collected the redstone for today's episode, it is time to move on to the next resource, and that is Blackstone. So we actually need to head over to the Nether Roof project, where we have been setting up a gold farm slash Piglin Bartering Farm, and we've been talking about it for a few episodes. We really need to remodel it and increase our Piglin bartering by quite a bit. So let's go ahead and start by tearing down the entire Piglin Bartering Farm that we already have. That's right, we're going to be starting from scratch. So before we can tear it all down, we actually have to remove all of the items, and we have quite a few. We filled up our entire inventory with shulker boxes and transported them all to the overworld. Once we finished that up though, we did the very tedious task of removing our triple layered carpet and all of our sorting system, all of the item sorters, hoppers, all the chests, and it was quite a process. There was quite a few items, which I will actually have to show you guys because it's pretty insane. But we ended up removing the entire thing. We did set up the base for the bartering farm, where we're going to be having 5 piglins for trading and a bunch of chests to sort through all their items. We had to increase it by quite a bit, and if you're wondering where we are, well, we kind of just connected it up to where the basalt is collected from our automatic basalt farm. So now that we have put a staging area for our Piglin Bartering Farm, well, we gotta find some piglins, and for whatever reason, they are over here, and I think they've collected some gold swords that have fallen out of the gold farm for whatever reason, and they have chosen not to despawn, so that's gonna work out fine for us right now. And honestly, they're far enough away from our base over there that they won't affect the mob cap, so we're just gonna have them chase us all the way over there and hopefully get them to trade us some goodies. Alright, I will actually be right back with you guys after we have collected 5 of these guys. So we successfully captured and put all 5 piglins in their bartering trading cells or apartments, whatever you want to call them, and they are trading very efficiently. With all of the piglins in place, all of the item filters set up, and all of the hopper chains put in the right places, well, the farm is pretty much finished, and now we just have to build a safe interior area where we won't have any zombified piglins or regular piglins spawning, hopefully, so that we can operate this farm, do the internal side of it whenever we need to, but we didn't want to focus too much on the exterior of this build, just because, well, basically all we need to do for the exterior is make it mob-proof. As you can see, it is currently not mob-proof, and there's tons of piglins and zombified piglins spawning, but that won't be a problem when all is said and done. So basically, we just have to link everything up together, and I am excited to finally get to show you guys that right about now. So here it is, check it out. It's pretty sweet, isn't it? I know, it looks crazy. It's hard to tell what's going on here, but it's an interior build, so none of this really matters too much. It's all about the inside of the farm. So this farm is basically made so that you can fly into it from that entrance right over there, from the void of the nether roof, or over here as well. And basically we have a staircase going from the top of the farm to the bottom of the farm, and oh, almost died. And it's kind of cool because you can actually get up to the second level if that's where you need to go, versus the bottom level by flying in there as well, as you can see right there. But we're gonna start showing this build off from the beginning. So basically, once you come into the nether, you can fly right into this area over here, where after we are done AFKing up there in our gold farm that you guys have already seen, well, this is where we can come get all of the resources from the goodies. So the one resource that we have been worried about is the Blackstone, right? And as you can see, I have 525 levels. That's a lot of levels, and that's even more Blackstone. So let's check it out right now. In this chest right down here, we have all of these shulker boxes full of Blackstone. So we did go through and have to kind of condense it just a bit, but we have the rest of these chests all have a little bit of Blackstone, and basically these entire first 2 rows got full, and I was a little worried that we were going to be wasting Blackstone. so I decided to put some in shulker boxes basically. But we are already gathering quite a few different items. It's kind of insane, but as we kind of get too many items that we don't really need, so like spectral arrows, we have like chest upon chest of spectral arrows. I don't really have any purpose for them at the moment, and if we ever need more, we can just continue using this farm. I don't think it should be a problem. So when we sort all of the items in this item sorting system, basically if there's anything we don't need, like iron soul speed boots and countless amounts of books with the soul speed enchantment, we don't really need them. We have a plenty of them. So what happens when we get too many items? Well, let's throw a crafting bench in here, an item that doesn't get sorted out, and we should see it eventually go through this dropper system and fall all the way down into the lava. So pretty cool, right? Ooh, Piglin just died there. That's weird. Alright. Yeah, another thing is we decided to build this farm a lot lower so that if the zombified piglins do end up falling off of our gold farm area, that they will die from fall damage and not have to worry about the gold farm kind of slowing way down because there's a bunch of zombified piglins right below it that can't go anywhere. We basically avoided that problem. There's a few areas over in the basalt farm that are basically impossible to keep mob proof. As you can see, there's plenty of guys over there. Unfortunately, they do spawn on top of this basalt right here, so it's a little annoying, but what are you gonna do? It's still very, very efficient. And I gotta show you guys something really embarrassing before we show off the rest of this farm. So you see my pretty netherite gear here? Well, this is my backup pair. We currently do not have a backup pair because it's on this piglin right here. I accidentally died in the gold farm. I guess I accidentally opened one of the trap chests while I was AFKing somehow, or maybe a gas burned it, or I don't really know, but I replaced it with an iron trapdoor right over here. But look at this guy. He is kitted out. We do not have to worry about this guy dying anytime soon. He's got my boots, he's got my wings, he's got my hat, and I think he has my pants as well. Luckily, he has like a billion gold swords in his inventory that we had to do because of a bug, so I don't think he collected any of my pickaxes or swords or bows or anything, so that's pretty cool. But this guy stole everything. Ugh. And honestly, I think it might take more time to get rid of him and redo this entire farm than it would to just go ahead and craft up a full new set of netherite gear, especially since we have a fair amount of netherite left. I did some netherite mining off camera, and we're pretty well stocked on that, so I'm not too worried about it. He's just one lucky piglin. So anyways, after that little distraction, you guys saw this area. It's basically just collection area. There's tons of different items like there was in the past, but we just kind of made more storage for them because it was just filling up way too quick, and I don't really want to have to keep moving it around, and yeah, you get it. So if we come up this staircase here, there's two different areas that are pretty cool. This first area, we have the gold room, and we have the basalt farm. So like always, we can just flip this lever and start generating basalt as we need it, and we can break the glass in case of an emergency, so if the farm isn't producing basalt, but we won't even need that for a while because we have so much. And in this room right here is where all the gold nuggets come in from the AFK gold farm, and like I said, we did a plenty of AFKing, and all of these chests are full of gold nuggets, and I just haven't wanted to craft them into gold ingots yet because we've done so much of that. In fact, we still have all of these gold blocks right here, so I think it's just these two. Yeah, so we're going to take a stack of gold blocks, break it down into gold ingots, and we can put them in this chest right here if we have a bulk amount, or if we want to just empty our inventory while we are doing it over here, we can also put it in this chest right here. And basically, this gold, I'll take a few just to show you guys. So basically, this chest right here runs in a hopper chain all the way down to this area where we will find two different things. Our basalt collection area, which isn't very convenient, but like I said, we have plenty. Yeah, right here. And our Piglin Bartering area. So these guys basically are fed gold ingots, and they go into these droppers right here, and as soon as the one fills up, it will move on to the next. So it does take a lot of gold. I believe they go through about 9 stacks of gold ingots per hour, which is insane, but we are producing an insane amount of golden nuggets, so it totally works. And the only thing about this farm is it is not fully automatic. You have to get it kick-started, and you can do that by pressing this button right here, which tells this system to start the process of the gold ingots. So these gold ingots drop down on this pressure plate, and as soon as they're removed, it triggers the system again, it drops another one, and the piglin decides to grab some more. And basically he can reach it because he's on a carpet, so he's like slightly, I think like 1 pixel higher up from the ground, and it just makes it so he can reach this gold through the glass, which is really, really cool. And this hopper right here actually registers how many items are in this hopper, and if it gets to something like 41 probably, it shuts the system off, which is very convenient. It helps us not lose gold in case our entire sorting system gets backed up, which it totally would, because these guys produce a crazy amount of items, especially when we start to flick all these buttons and they're all trading items. Our entire system will fill up very fast. So this is how we're going to get all of our Blackstone. I'm really not too worried about Blackstone collection, but just in case, just in case Mojang decides that the Blackstone collection process is too overpowered, we are going to continue to collect as much as possible for the time being, and hopefully not have to worry about that resource in this world. So I'm pretty happy with that, and now we have the 2 items that we were trying to farm today. So that's pretty much going to be it for today's episode. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you hit that like button if you did, and if you are new, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because we're going to be coming out with another episode very, very soon. So be on the lookout for that. As always, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. That's going to be it. I'll see you next time. Bye.